boys and girls, happy Monday. We have a new story today. I'm very excited about this. Writers who write stories show what they think and how they feel about the characters in their story through the details that they tell about the story. So this story is called While I Am Sleeping. This is the front cover. And what do we call this part? You're right, it's the back cover. The author of this is Malika Rose Stanley, and the illustrator is Rachel Saunders, and it's called While I Am Sleeping. All right. While I am sleeping and tucked in my bed, at nighttime some people are working instead. The bakers make bread, chocolate cookies and pies, and gingerbread people with buttons and eyes. When I am sleeping and tucked in my bed, at nighttime some people are working instead. The garage attendant pumps gasoline, and the janitor dusts and scrubs everything clean. While I am sleeping and tucked in my bed, at nighttime some people are working instead. Brave firefighters put out hot flames with a hose, and doctors take care of sick patients who doze. While I am sleeping and tucked in my bed, at nighttime some people are working instead. Street cleaners sweep sidewalks and empty the trash, and security guards watch over the cash. Cash is another word for money. While I am sleeping and tucked in my bed, at nighttime some people are working instead. Ambulance drivers with sirens and lights rush to help people all through the night. While I am sleeping and tucked in my bed, at nighttime some people are working instead. Delivery drivers in trucks and in vans drop off papers and food in packets and cans. Help me read this part, please. While I am sleeping and tucked in my bed, at nighttime some people are working instead. When they are tired and need a quick break, they run to the diner for coffee and cake. While I am sleeping and tucked in my bed, at nighttime some people are working instead. Market sellers pick up fish and fresh meat and boxes of fruit that taste oh so sweet. While I am sleeping and tucked in my bed, at nighttime some people are working instead. Grocery store workers fill up the shelves, all laughing and joking amongst themselves. I think that's the boss. He doesn't look so happy. While I am sleeping and tucked in my bed, at nighttime some people are working instead. At stations and airports, taxis wait in a row, and the drivers take people where they want to go. While I am sleeping and tucked in my bed, at nighttime some people are working instead. But when I wake up bright and early each day, the night workers are snoozing and snoring away. All right, I want you to do a turn and talk with your grown-up. Who is sleeping during most of the story? And who is not sleeping during most of the story? All right, I hope you said that the boy was sleeping during most of the story. We don't know his name, do we? And that the workers are not sleeping. All right, the narrator is the person who tells the story. Who is telling this story? Turn and tell your grown-up, please. I hope that you said the boy is, because he is the narrator. He's telling the story. The main character is the person the story is about. Is the boy the main character of the story? No, he is not. is the story about mostly? You're right, it's about the people that work at night. Good. All right, there's a pattern in this story, and about halfway through the story, you could probably say it with me, couldn't you? On almost every page it says, while I am sleeping and tucked in my bed, at nighttime some people are working instead. So that is the pattern you hear in this story. And let's look at this page. The bakers make bread, chocolate, cookies, and pies, and gingerbread people with buttons and eyes. What can you tell me about the word pies and eyes? Yep, they are rhyming words. This is an entire rhyming book. According to the narrator, what do grocery store workers do? Can you remember? Here's a hint. It says they fill up the shelves. How does the picture go with those words? They're putting things on the shelves, aren't they? On the last page, is the narrator awake or asleep? Let's look for details in the words and pictures. It says, but when I wake up bright and early each day. Is it daytime in this picture? Yep. And there's the boy right there looking out the window. So we know that he is awake. All right, very good. Thank you, boys and girls. Tomorrow we'll do a deeper dive into this book.